What happens if Saquon Barkley gets hurt second or third game? We haven't seen him on the field yet, Speedy.
Then his giant career is over.
I thought his giant career is over anyways. Because if he has a good season this year, the Giants have to move on from him. They have to trade him at the highest point.
No, you don't trade a guy like that.
Are you going to win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years?
You might.
No, they're not winning the Super Bowl in the next 3 years.
But you're not a running back away. You're a quarterback away.
You're a lot of players away.
No, there's a lot more than that.
There are a lot of players away.
If they can get a good value, it's not the worst thing in the world to explore. Now, don't sell short on it, but it's not the worst thing in the world to explore with his injury injury history. It's 2 years now.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Just back up.
Back up what? Spit it out.
Back up.
Spit it out.
For a second here.
Because you sit there for 5 seconds and don't say anything.
You just told me that Gettleman...
5, 4. Do you want me to wait every second? Speak. Spit it out.
I'm trying, but if you keep talking, I have to reset my thought process.
Reset what? Saquon Barkley hasn't played for 2 years.
Right.
You
I was
drafted
trying to
him
remember Gettleman's
4
name.
years ago.
So if Gettleman...
You're going to have to extend his contract after this year. They're going to have to extend him.
Right.
If they extend him, how much do you think Saquon Barkley's going to make as a running back?
You can franchise him.
You're going to franchise him?
Yeah.
So you're going to pay him $20-something million as a running back?
No, he wouldn't get that much.
Why not?
Like 15.
A top 5 running back, the top 5 running back average is probably in the 15-16 range because McCaffrey has the highest contract.
The salary cap has gone up. CBA has gone up. It'll go up at the end of the season.
But somebody actually has to get paid a top 5.
So he's going to make, if he's a top 5 running back, he's going to make about $18-19 million, Speedy.
No, I mean, if they franchise tag him, he's not going to make the number 1 running back. He's going to make a top 5 average value.
Whatever, Speedy. It really doesn't matter. I'm not paying a running back, franchising him for $15-16 million. You've got to decide if you're going to keep him or you're going to trade him. Why are you going to hold on to him and franchise him? No, I wouldn't.
I'm keeping him.
I would sell high.
But you're not selling high. You don't know what he's going to bring.
If Saquon Barkley has 1,200 yards and 7 or 8 touchdowns, I'm selling him. I'm trading him.
There's not a team in the league that's going to take him.
Really?
There's not a team in the league.
Who
needs a running back?
What are you talking about?
What team needs
a running back? The Rams need a running back.
The Rams just traded for Sonny Michel yesterday.
You think Sonny Michel is any good?
Sonny Michel is a Super Bowl running back that's won a Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl running back. You think Sonny Michel was the reason why they won a Super Bowl?
Hold on. We just saw Tampa Bay last year win a Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
And they had what?
Sonny Michel has been a bust since he's come into the league.
I understand that. But what I'm trying to tell you is you don't need an elite running back. You need a solid running back. Sonny Michel's a solid running back.
By the way, we have Jeff on the phone.
Jeff, what's going on, bud?
I just want to have a good laugh, and that's all I want to do. This is terrific. So you're telling me because the CBA goes up next year, that means the running back salary will go up?
Usually that happens, yes.
That's not how the franchise tag works.
Okay, so how does it work, Jeff?
The franchise tag work is the average of the top 5 salaries. Just because the salary cap could go up, that doesn't mean the top.
How much
is
Zeke Elliott making right now?
$15 million a year.
That's what Zeke is making. I think he's making $16 million.
And he's what's 15, 16. It's within $1 million, which isn't a big deal, right? So that's the highest. Mm-hmm. So then you're working down from there. So a top 5 salary is the average of the top 5 salaries.
All right, so $14
million.
So you're going to clean up what I said. All right, you want to?
So that $14 million does not go up because the salary cap went up. You don't
Fine, Jeff. Fine, Jeff. So you're telling me if Saquon Barkley has a good season, which, by the way, he barely played for the last 2 years. If he has a good season, he has 11, 12, maybe even 1,300 yards. He's a top 3 running back in the league. You're not going to move on from him? You're not going to trade him? You're more than 5, 6 players away from being a Super Bowl contender. So Saquon Barkley, who you decided a couple of years ago, what was it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, to draft him in the draft as the second pick. You do not draft a running back in the top 10. You just don't.
Right. And they could have drafted a running back the draft before, too, in that loaded class, and they didn't.
And they go with Saquon Barkley. The guy's barely played. He had one good season. One good season. And everybody, and I listened, what's his name again? Ian Hartitz said yesterday that Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league. How could you say he's the best running back in the league when he's barely played in the last 2 years?
Because when every running back is fully healthy and they're all able to do, half of them can't do what Saquon can
Really?
do.
Kamara can't do what he does?
No.
Oh, you're on drugs.
Give Alvin Kamara the giant offensive line. He gets tackled at the
Alvin Kamara is one of the best running backs in the NFL.
I understand
How about Bradley Chubb? You don't think he can?
Bradley Chubb is a defensive player for the Broncos.
I mean, I'm sorry, Nick Chubb. I'm sorry, Nick Chubb. I'm sorry, I messed the name.
No, I understand.
Nick Chubb. You don't think he is?
Nick Chubb.
How about Christian McCaffrey? How about Christian McCaffrey?
CMC's the only one close to him.
How about Derrick Henry?
No.
What do you mean no?
Derrick Henry's a brute. He's going to run you over. Saquon can run you over or make
How
you miss.
many yards
Derrick
did he
Henry's
run?
not making
How
you
many
miss.
yards did he run last year, Derrick Henry?
Over
2,000.
2,000.
Almost 2,000. Almost 2,000 yards. And how many? And by the way, how many touchdowns did he have last year?
I would assume.
I will tell you this: Saquon Barkley didn't have anywhere close to what he has had.
Oh, he played what?
Last year?
20 snaps last year?
I'm not talking about Saquon Barkley last year. I'm talking about right now. Saquon Barkley is not anywhere close to Derrick Henry. Not even close. A talent. All-around talent.
You're being disrespectful
really
now.
Disrespectful.
Yes.
Derrick Henry's done it for 3 years. Okay?
I understand
3
that.
years straight he's been a top running back in this league.
He has not been a top running back.
Yes, he has.
Christian McCaffrey was the top running back 2 years ago.
I said he's been a top running back in the league,
no,
not
the
the top running back in the league.
Sure. So is Saquon Barkley.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, Eric,
1
stop.
year. 1 year.
His rookie year,
1 year.
the only year we've seen him healthy, he broke every record a rookie running back could possibly want to break.
1 year.
Why is it that no one else that you mentioned?
So you're going to ride on 1 year for Saquon
No,
Barkley?
I'm going to ride on
Derrick
what I've
Henry
seen
didn't
that
start
man
the whole
healthy.
year, and Nick Chubb didn't start the whole year their rookie year either.
I understand.
This is typical Eeyore stuff, though, right? Why are you hating on people for being optimistic about the Giants?
I'm not being.
Such an Eeyore fun
There
hater.
it goes, stupid with your stupid Eeyore thing. This has nothing to do with
'cause-
Eeyore.
no,
I'm
'cause-
speaking
no,
the truth.
'cause-
I am arguing
No, because
that you're
you
not
want me
going
to
to sit
give-
here.
no,
You're not going to
because
sit
you
here and
want
tell
me
me
to
that
give-
Saquon Barkley,
you
Saquon
want me
Barkley,
to give
1
you the
year,
truth?
1 year.
Do you want me to give you the truth? Aren't you the same guy that was like, "Oh, the Jets' offensive line is so good, they got Mekhi Becton"? Well, he's only been in the league.
Hold on 1
year.
second.
1
Hold
year.
on. Hold on 1
Jets
second,
fans
Jeff.
are
No,
all
I did
pumping him
not.
up, but he's only been there
Jeff,
1
I did
year.
not say the
1
Jets'
year.
offensive line was great. You like taking words out of my mouth. You always do this.
Well,
I have
you actually
never
did,
said.
though, 'cause you were
I
like,
know.
"Oh,
No,
why is it
I
Derek
said.
Tucker? And Mekhi Becton's one of the top guys in the league.
Yes, he was rated right now the sixth best left tackle in all of football.
Sorry,
Yes,
sorry,
he
can't
is.
do it. It's only 1 year. Sorry, can't do
1
it. It's only 1 year.
That's fine. That's what they rated him. Saquon Barkley, let's be honest, he's played 1 full season in 4 years.
He was-
4
and he was
years.
No, first of all, it's been 3 years.
How many?
This will be
When was
his
he
fourth
drafted?
year.
When was he
2018.
drafted?
Right,
2018.
this would be his 4th year.
All right, so this is his 4th year. So out of the 3 years he's been
So
in
it
the league,
hasn't been 4 years.
3
It's
years.
3 years.
Fine, Jeff. Fine. I'm not looking at the computer and looking at his whole career. I've seen his first year, and in the last 2 years, he's barely played. And you're going to
Just
tell
let
me.
Giants fans be optimistic, man. Stop hating on fun.
So wait, hold on just a second here. So
Jeff,
his
who's
rookie
better
year-
right now, Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley?
That's not fair.
Well, Derrick Henry is the most dominant running back in the league, sure.
That's not fair, though. You're taking a guy that's been healthy his whole career over a guy that's coming off a major knee injury.
Right, well, and that's a fair point, too. But, Tyler, you can't deny that Derrick Henry is the
No,
best
I'm not
running back
denying
in the league,
anything. Derrick Henry is definitely a top 5 running back in the league. I'm not saying he's
Top
not.
3.
I don't know.
I'd be hard. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, right? If you need 1 yard, you're giving the ball to Derrick Henry, and it doesn't even matter. But if you need to go 99 yards, you're probably giving it to Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
So I just want to bring up his second year where he played 13 games, still had over 1,000 yards. He is about, he's exactly 537 yards behind Derrick Henry, and he had 2 less games.
Speedy, read what everybody's writing. So everybody gets an opportunity.
Doug says Daniel Jones still has upside. He's not a flop, just not a star. Carl says Jones looked like Rodgers when getting tackled by the turf monster. Josh says Michelle won a Super Bowl. Doesn't mean he's a Super Bowl running back. He was a nice piece on an excellent team. This is sounding like Snug says this is sounding like an ER moment on Barkley. Josh says lately not a lot of top running backs have won Super Bowls. Carl says why does Derrick Henry have to make anyone miss? Derrick Henry is an absolute beast and has remained healthy. Snug says seems Eeyore-ish. The guy had a great year when he was healthy. You give him a chance now.
1 year out of 3 years.
2 years out of 3 years.
3 years.
Two
This
out
is
of
his
3.
4th year.
Right. This will be his 4th.
Yes.
He
only
led the
missed
league
1
in
year.
scrimmage yards his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
His second year, he had over 1,000 yards, missed 3 games. What else do you want from the guy?
What else do I want from a guy?
Give Derrick Henry that offensive line. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, so you're telling me Derrick Henry can run behind that offensive line?
No, I'm telling you that he wouldn't have 1,500 yards or 2,000
I
yards.
feel like we got a Barry Sanders, Ezekiel Elliott moment.
No, not at all. But what I am trying to tell you is that Titans line for the past few years has been one of the top ones in the league.
Josh also says all the top running backs in the league haven't won a title. You can win with an average back. Henry, Cook, McCaffrey, Barkley, Kamara, Zeke. Trade value at its highest. I trade Barkley if he has a great year. Never pay a running
Speedy,
back.
who's the best player on the Giants right now?
Who is the best
Who's
player?
the best player on the Giants right now? If Saquon Barkley, if Barkley is healthy, who's the best player on the Giants?
Kadarius Toney.
Oh God. It's probably either him or Bradbury, I would say.
So who's the best player on the Giants if Barkley's healthy?
100% Saquon?
100%.
Saquon.
So your best player is a running back. Now,
the Titans' best player is a running back.
Really?
The Panthers' best player is a running back.
Hold on 1 second. Right. So the Titans' best player is a running back?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what about Brown? What about A.J. Brown, who's one of the best wide receivers in the league?
You think A.J. Brown's getting open if they're not committing 8 in the box to Derrick Henry?
A.J. Brown's a pretty beastly wide receiver.
And by the way, he's not even the best receiver they have now.
Really? Who is it?
Julio.
Julio Jones can't stay healthy.
Not anymore.
And
Julio Jones is better than
A.J. Brown is a better wide receiver than Julio Jones now.
He is. Right now he is.
He is.
Yeah.
Julio's better.
Listen, I think you're arguing kind of two different things because Julio over his career, Julio's
he's a better.
I think from now going forward, I actually think A.J. Brown might be better.
Oh, he is.
A.J. Brown will be the
he had 1,400 yards last year.
That's fun. Julio Jones is the number one.
He was a top 3 wide receiver.
You're nuts if you think Matt Vrabel.
Julio's got to prove he's healthy.
That's fine. So does Saquon. But all I'm saying is, you think Vrabel and the huddle's going, let's look at A.J. Brown or let's look at Julio for a big play.
What are you talking about?
They're going to move him around regardless because they're both capable. Obviously, Julio Jones not as much anymore, but Julio still could get number one corner attention, and they're going to switch it around based on the game plan too. I'm not saying Julio's far behind A.J. Brown, but A.J. Brown had a phenomenal last 2 years, so he's the number one.
Absolutely has.
How many teams?
Why don't we wait 6 weeks or 8 weeks before we start Saquon? Let's see what he's doing.
Listen, we're not shitting on anybody. All I'm talking about is first of all, I'm debating about a certain position, and you're bringing it up like I'm being an Eeyore. I don't care what you say, Jeff. If you got nothing good to say, then don't call the show. That's all I'm saying. You're not bothering me. I'm not killing on anything. I'm talking facts right now. When you talk about Saquon Barkley, and Giant fans love the guy, and I don't blame him. He's a great player. I met him and his father a couple of weeks before he was drafted. They're nice dudes.
You've met everybody.
No, I met those two guys, and I interviewed both of them, and they're two very nice guys. They really are. His father's fucking hilarious. Okay, awesome.
His quad's the size of your head.
Yeah, first of all, his father's quads are pretty damn big too. Okay, so just so you know, and both of them grew up Jet fans. I mean, his father and Saquon are Jet fans, no question. But I'm going to tell you this right now: if Saquon Barkley has a great season this year, I am trading him. You're not winning a Super Bowl anytime soon. You're not like the Giants.
But you don't know that.
They're not. They're not
ready
to win.
The last 2 Giants Super Bowls, they weren't supposed to win either.
Oh, really?
They were favorites to win the NFC.
They had a great pass rush.
So what?
What?
This defense is pretty damn good now.
They need edge rushers, though.
They don't have any edge rushers.
Leonard Williams wasn't a top pass rusher last year?
Power rusher. They need edge rushers.
What are you talking about?
He was a DT.
I understand, but he's a pass rusher too.
Yeah,
but they literally traded for him to get a pass rusher.
They need speed rushers too, though.
All I'm trying to tell you is this Giant team,
not ready to
every
win.
year the Giants aren't ready to win. They go off and get a serious playoff run. I'm not saying the Super Bowl contenders.
They could be a playoff team. That division stinks.
Absolutely. But when they get into the playoffs, who are they going to beat?
It doesn't matter. When the Giants get in the playoffs, they're a threat to somebody.
It doesn't matter. I'm going by Beeve logic. Let the NFC East win and make the play. You watch the Cowboys make the playoffs.
This isn't
maybe the Giants beat somebody.
This isn't Beeve logic. This is stupidity logic. The Giants are not ready to win. They're more than 5-6 players away from being a contender. Yes, they're in the NFC East. There's no question that they are. But to say in any kind of argument, if Saquon Barkley has a good season, you don't move on from him. You don't try to trade him and get something back for him.
Well, listen, man. I hate to be any given Sunday because who won the Super Bowl last year? The Buccaneers. They almost lost in the first round to the Washington football team. The Washington
question that they did.
Almost beat them.
No question that they did.
Sunday, it could happen. So the Giants make the playoffs. They could beat some people.
I'm not going to sit here.
Even the Jets have won a playoff game before.
Listen, Jeff, I'm not going to sit here right now and when you look at the Giants and you look at all the teams and you say, hey, my best player is a running back. Tennessee is not winning a Super Bowl either if Derrick Henry's their best player.
Why not? They're going to have the easiest path.